I'm in the process, a very long process, of trying to watch every single Disney short that was ever created. And I discovered the list of Academy Award for Best Animated Short Films and decided I should work through that as well, because it's not just Disney, of course. There are Warner Brothers films and other studios on there. And there were 2 Disney nominees in 1932, Flowers and Trees and Mickey's Orphans. The third nominee for that year was Warner Brothers' Merry Melodies, It's Got Me Again, which I have previously reviewed and did enjoy. Mickey's Orphans was obviously the third of the 3 that I watched, and I think this should have won. I absolutely loved this. Now, Silly Symphony, Flowers and Trees is good. It's got a lot of positive things about it, but I adored Mickey's Orphans so much. This was released in 1931, directed by Burt, Gillett, however that is pronounced, and stars Walt Disney as, of course, the voice of Mickey, with Marcellite Garner as Minnie, and the fabulous Pinto Colvig as Pluto. And I just can't get over how much I absolutely love this one. This is actually apparently the remake of the 1927 Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoon Empty Socks, which I haven't seen. Looking forward to going back and comparing it, but obviously Mickey Mouse shorts are always going to be some of the strongest. It's actually a Christmas short, and Mickey, Minnie and Pluto are celebrating Christmas. Minnie's at the piano. The soundtrack is absolutely beautiful. We get some lovely versions of Christmas songs here. It's not a musical short in the sense that they're singing and dancing to it, but Minnie is at the piano, and Pluto brings in this basket. And out of this basket, he brings a kitten, an adorable kitten, and my heart kind of melted. And then, probably one of my favourite film scenes ever, about 12 billion kittens just fall out of this. Have you ever seen, this is a terrible comparison, but The Mummy, when all the scarab beetles just burst out of the banks and all scuttle down, and there were so many of them, and you can't see the floor? That's what it was like. Just kitten after kitten after kitten. And I loved it, and I loved the bit of animation, and it just melted my heart, and I absolutely adored it. And it's all about the mischief that the kittens get up to. But Minnie and Mickey still go out of their way to help the kittens, these little orphans. And then he actually, this may be a tiny spoiler, but I don't think you can really spoil this. Mickey dresses up as Santa and brings the kittens all of these toys, and but they do begin to continue to cause havoc, and it's a lot of fun. And ultimately, what's going to happen to the kittens? Will their Christmas be merry after all? I'm not going to spoil the actual ending, but I do feel like it was kind of beginning, middle, and half of an ending. I feel like it was a little bit open-ended, which is not that bad. Shorts are obviously not designed to give you a full roller coaster ride of emotion, but actually with this one, I felt soothed by Minnie's silent night. The kittens made me laugh, and they made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And then I loved Mickey Mouse dressing up as Santa. I just thought it was brilliant. I genuinely think this should have won. Not just because of the way it made me feel, but I feel like it is an animation achievement. Although, to be fair to Disney, Flowers and Trees is definitely a greater achievement from a technical perspective. I just think this one's a lot more enjoyable to watch. It's actually 36th Mickey Mouse film of all time. So it's still quite in its infancy. Mickey looked recognisable as Mickey, but he's obviously still not quite as developed. And the style of the kittens as well. I think in 1940-something, we first meet the cat that goes on to become Figaro. And by that point, Disney had really kind of perfected their style of drawing cats and kittens. Here, not so much, but it's still a lot of fun and I love it. Of those 3 nominees for that year, without question, this one, Mickey's Orphans, absolutely my favourite.